Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 11.
But it's been a brutally cold weekend here in the inland Northwest. Thanks for staying with us here tonight. I'm Jordan Smith. We're trading out these frigid temperatures for some snowfall here in the coming days. So right away, we'll send things over to meteorologist Matt Gray, who's got kind of the outlook of what we can expect this week.
Oh, we're not getting a break, that's for sure. We're going right from cold weather to snowy weather, and I think everybody's a little bit tired of the cold at this point, and we are getting warmer. After all, it is still above zero right now in Spokane. Certainly quite a change from the last couple of nights, but we're still going sub-zero tonight, and you could see in parts of the Rathdrum Prairie 2 below, and that wind doesn't have to be all that much to see 20 below wind chill at times still in North Idaho. So it's still pretty cold tonight. Here's your temperatures right now. It's 1 above in Spokane, 2 below in Coeur d'Alene, 3 below already in Pullman tonight, and we're at 9 below in Sandpoint and Bonners Ferry. Moses Lake's at 2 above, so hey, at least in central Washington, we're starting to see things become a little bit warmer. Here's your lows for tonight. I've actually adjusted our low down a little bit in Spokane to 3 below. We'll hit 6 below in Coeur d'Alene, and a few spots hitting 10 below or colder like Bonners Ferry, St. Mary's, and Kellogg. So another chilly night, but for many of us, this is our last night with sub-zero conditions as we transition towards a snowier weather pattern, and eventually we're going to have rain in the forecast, believe it or not, in your extended outlook. But we start with snow and a winter storm watch that was just issued today for the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene areas. We'll tell you everything you need to know coming up.
All right, Matt, thanks for that. And while those wintry temperatures have been here, they have showed no mercy. Households and businesses alike feeling the effects of these frigid temperatures with frozen and bursting pipes in several locations, including over in Post Falls. One of those businesses, the Flying J. The pipes in their roof burst, taking out the entire ceiling in their laundry room. They are still without power to their entire building.
I've never experienced it this cold here before, so really wasn't prepared for this. I mean, everybody is aware that their pipes can freeze, but this is pretty big.
And over at the Post Falls Library, they also fell victim to these freezing temperatures. Their pipes bursting earlier today, causing them to evacuate the library and close it down. It's anticipating a multi-day closure. And frozen pipes also the cause of a Spokane restaurant's early closure today. The owner of Chaps put out a memo on social media this morning alerting customers.
We just rerouted in order, to make it work. I think some people have some plastic glasses here and there, but, so typical of Spokane that they would just still come out in force without complaining, without being upset, without feeling stressed, just here with their families, happily eating breakfast on a cold morning.
And not only did customers come to eat, they also came with a helping hand, offering to wash dishes or calling their own plumbers to help fix the fractured pipes. Well, Avista customers can finally breathe a sigh of relief. They can now resume their normal energy use. On Friday, the company asked consumers to reduce their gas and electricity usage, and this was due to a mechanical issue with one of their natural gas suppliers, which has since been resolved. The company's president and chief operating officer thanked Avista customers for their understanding, cooperation, and efforts to conserve energy this weekend. And with these extremely cold temperatures here in the inland Northwest, keeping your home warm can be difficult, and doing this while saving electricity is an even harder task. Avista says in the inland Northwest, heating accounts for 40 to 60% of our average energy bills. To save some money this winter, there are several tips that can make a difference, and one of them is limiting the use of your bathroom and kitchen fan. Keeping these on for a long period of time can cost you in more ways than you think.
One of those fans can empty your entire home of heat if it's on for just an hour. So leaving it on for an extra hour can empty your entire home of heat. So again, use those fans only when they're needed.
For more money-saving tips, you can visit our website, kxly.com. And it's advised that you do stay indoors this weekend with this frigid weather still here. But if you do absolutely have to leave your house, driving can prove to be a little bit of a difficult task. Before heading out on your commute, it's important to take a few precautions. The first of which being sure that your tires have a good tread on them. And you can do this by just sticking your finger inside one of the grooves on your tire. And if you can't, that means your tires needs to be replaced. You'll also want to pop open the hood and make sure that you have enough windshield fluid, engine oil, and coolant. It's important to give yourself enough time to do all of this because you'll also need to let your car warm up before driving off.
Proper warm-up time, I would say, in the mornings in a cold start would be about 5 minutes. 5 minutes will give you enough time to get the heat going inside the car. It'll get your proper fluids flowing. It'll get your antifreeze flowing, your oils flowing.
After your commute is up, Ben says that you can use WD-40 on the inside of your car, the car door rather, to make sure that that does not freeze shut. In these cold temperatures, it's not surprising to see that many people choose to have their food delivered. However, there is a cost to this convenience, and it is rising. Seattle recently introduced a new delivery fee law ensuring app-based food delivery workers receive minimum wage on par with other workers in the city. Supporters say this will help give tens of thousands of drivers a livable wage, but critics are saying it will make the costs of delivering food skyrocket.
The greatest concerns on like the restaurant side, more fees. Obviously, this particular fee is to help benefit the drivers who 100% deserve a living wage.
According to DoorDash, Seattle Dashers will earn at least $26.40 an hour before tips plus mileage. To balance the impact, the company is lowering the suggested tip amount on each order. Since the pandemic, many drivers have noticed a decrease in pay per order. This new legislation requires delivery apps to provide a minimum payment for mileage and time worked. Well, a suspected serial killer is due in court this week, expected to face charges in another killing. ABC's Morgan Norwood joins us here tonight with more.
This morning, Rex Heuermann, the alleged Gilgo Beach serial killer accused of murdering 3 women, now expected to face a 4th murder charge. Sources telling ABC News Heuermann will be in court on Tuesday, where prosecutors are set to announce that a grand jury has returned an indictment. Prosecutors have said Heuermann is the prime suspect in the killing of Maureen Brainerd Barnes, who disappeared when she was 25 years old in July 2007. Brainerd Barnes was found with a belt that had a distinctive buckle bearing the initials WH, which prosecutors say could stand for Heuermann's father.
So there's a lot of evidence we had, but they weren't ready to charge. So now we're 6 months into it, a long time for investigators to work at, and apparently they forwarded the case, so they're going forward Tuesday morning.
Heuermann has pleaded not guilty in the killings of Megan Waterman, Melissa Barthelemy, and Amber Costello, all of whom were found dead in December 2010 along Gilgo Beach, Long Island, and like Brainerd Barnes, wrapped in burlap. Investigators spent days last summer searching Heuermann's Massapequa Park home, seizing his cell phone, office storage unit, even zeroing in on this pizza box, which they say contains a critical piece of DNA evidence. The sister of Megan Waterman speaking exclusively with our station WMTW shortly after the search and Heuermann's arrest.
It's bittersweet because I know the details of her death. She was just a normal person and that she had a normal loving heart, just like any person that you walk down next to on the sidewalk, and she didn't deserve this.
Closer to home here tonight, a victim was held at gunpoint in downtown Spokane today during an attempted carjacking. The Spokane Police Department responded to the incident, which happened this morning near the House of Charity at Brown Street and Pacific Avenue. That suspect has not been located. Luckily, no injuries were reported, and the car was not stolen.
Well, after a crazy week that included losing in the national championship game and then losing their head coach, the Washington Huskies officially have a new man leading their football program into the Big Ten Conference, and it's a familiar face to many fans, former Arizona head coach Jedd Fisch. Now, in 3 seasons down in Tucson, he only went 16-21 with the Wildcats, but when you consider he took them from a 1-win team in 2021 to 10 wins this past season, the job he did was just quite remarkable. And while the Huskies enjoyed one of their best offenses in the country this season, don't expect a huge drop-off here. Arizona ranked 8th in the nation in passing yards and 21st in points scored with more than 34 a game. And the goal for his new team is simple. They want to win titles.
Husky Nation, Coach Fisch here, boarding the plane to Seattle right now, and just can't wait to see you, meet our players, and let's go get that championship we've been talking about.
Now, we're going to have to wait and see what players come with Fish to Seattle. You can expect that transfer portal to be very busy this upcoming week. They have a lot of talent on that roster down in Tucson, but that also means it's an opportunity for the Washington State Cougars to potentially pick off some players there. Jordan, send it back over to you.
All right, a lot to keep an eye on moving forward, Alex. Thanks for that. We'll still have that here after the break. The fatal hot air balloon crash that killed 4 people. What investigators say may have led up to the crash and what witnesses say they saw. Plus tonight, the heroic principal who distracted a school shooter while kids got to safety, dying from his injuries tonight. A look back at his legacy in the handwritten note delivered to his hospital room.
And it is going to be much warmer tomorrow. That's right, a tropical 12 degrees in the afternoon. We're going to see a rapid warm up as we go through the week. And so by next weekend, things are going to look a lot different. But in between now and then, oh, looks like a snowy couple of days in your forecast. We'll show you how much snow we're looking at coming up.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV.
4 News Now is brought to you by Fairway Floor.
Dear all-wheel drive, let's show the road what we've got. Snowy streets, we're coming for you. Icy grip, we're holding tight. Wintry mix, meh. Safety's the name of our game. Yours, Toyota all-wheel drive sedans.
Toyota has 22 all-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive vehicles, more than any other brand. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
It's a parent. Yeah, not me.
Nice going, Lou. Nothing like a little confidence boost to help ease you back into the dating scene. That includes having a smile you feel good about. Fortunately, Aspen Dental specializes in dentures and implants made just for you. And with flexible financing, you don't need to sacrifice quality work for a price that fits your budget at $0 down, plus 0% interest if paid in full in 18 months. Helping our patients put their best smile forward. It's one more way Aspen Dental is in your corner.
It's Walker's Furniture's 4-day holiday clearance, where we offer some of our biggest savings of the year. On many items, up to 70% off. Or receive 0% interest financing until 2029 with no down payment and no minimum purchase.
So you can get that new furniture you've been wanting at 4-day clearance prices. Today through this Monday at Walker's.
I'm Chad Young from theeasyhomebuyer.com, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's easiest way to sell your house fast. If you have a few moments, I hope you'll give me the opportunity to make you an instant cash offer on your home. With theeasyhomebuyer.com, we will buy your house in as-is condition with no repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. To get your no-obligation cash offer, give us a call or visit us online at theeasyhomebuyer.com.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
Hey, Donnie, can you give me one reason to call the advocates?
Sorry, Ken, I can't.
I can. I mean, who fights like we do? You can't give me one reason?
Nope.
How about that we take on big insurance bullies? We're not afraid of any case. We're passionate and smart. Really? You can't come up with one reason?
I can't come up with one, Ken. Because there are 500 million.
All the money we've recovered for our clients. Injured? You deserve justice. You deserve an advocate.
4 News Now is brought to you by R&R RV.
Thanks for staying up with us. Well, if you've been trapped inside all weekend and you're just dying to get outside, tomorrow might be a pretty good excuse to get out there. Tomorrow, the city of Spokane will hold the Martin Luther King Day Parade in downtown Spokane. That route marked there on your screen, essentially circling the Davenport Hotel along Spokane Falls Boulevard to Washington, and then down to Riverside Avenue, and then back up through Bernard Street. That parade begins around 10 a.m. and will go on until noon. Now, the good news is for people going to the parade, the temperature's slightly warmer.
Slightly.
A balmy, what, 10 degrees out there? Should be pretty good.
Yeah, I would dress fairly similar to how you have for the past couple of days. I gotta say, though, today, with it being a little warmer, saw a lot more activity out around town.
Oh, good.
It was busy at the Costco, I'll tell you that for sure. Hey, let's take a look now at your planner for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. If you are out and about, for whatever reason, here is how things are going to go. So, another chilly start, but for many of us, this is our last a few hours with sub-zero temperatures ending early in the morning. And yeah, we don't get into the double digits for very long, but it'll be long enough that you'll be like, oh, this feels incredible. And it is all uphill largely from there, as we only are going to get into the middle single digits as we head into tomorrow night. And that's all because we're going to see some clouds and the next big thing in our forecast, which is snow, moderate to heavy snowfall Tuesday night all the way up through Thursday. The worst commutes, I'm thinking, are going to be on Wednesday when we have snow basically throughout the entirety of the day. And we're going to continue to see slick driving conditions all the way up until Friday. So really the majority of this upcoming week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, before things improve next weekend. As far as timing, let's talk about that a little bit. So we see snow start Tuesday night. We're going to be in that 2 to 4 inch range. Wednesday is the big day, right? 3 to 6 inches. There is potential where we could even see more than this during Wednesday. And then we've got a little left over for Thursday. So if you do the math, we're talking about a significant amount of snow if we hit the high numbers on this. And that's why for Wednesday, possibly a weather alert day. Want to give us a little bit more time, because when you talk about big snow numbers, well, you want to be right. So we're going to give it another 24 hours, see where we're at, but it would alert day possible, and I would almost say fairly likely at this point for Wednesday. This is for mainly North Idaho and the Spokane area where we expect those heavier snow totals. Let's show you how this plays out here. So Tuesday, most of the day, pretty good. You won't have to worry too much about anything going on. But then as we get into the evening, here comes that snow. We wake up in the morning, it's snowing. In the afternoon, it's snowing, potentially even snowing even heavier. And then as we get into kind of the back end of Wednesday, we're going to start to see some warm air begin to track up from the south. How far north that gets and how fast is going to make a huge difference in how Wednesday night, Thursday, and our Friday forecast goes. But we will have a chance across eastern Washington for a little bit of freezing rain, a little icy crust on top of all that snow before everything flips over to rain, which will happen at some point on Friday. So let's talk about snow totals. Really good odds. Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, Sandpoint, Bonners Ferry, St. Mary's, Colville, Kellogg, all the way into the Pullman area. 4 inches or more. Good chances here. And I tell you what, the odds for 8 inches or more, they're still pretty darn high here. So this next snow event, pretty high floor and an even higher ceiling for the potential snow amounts. So we're going to keep you updated over the next 48 hours. I think by the time we get to Monday night and Tuesday morning, we're going to have a much better idea of how this is going to go. But it looks like some pretty impactful weather is coming for the middle of the week. Take a look at this. By next weekend, we're above freezing, Jordan. Look at that. We are above freezing. And I tell you what, it'll look really nice either way. This is a great pick. I wanted to show you this from Chris Crocker, where it was 5 below up on Mount Spokane, but she's from East Idaho, Jordan. She's used to temperatures like this.
That's old news. Yeah, that's a walk in the park.
What a beautiful day we had.
Yeah, what a great pick by Chris. Thanks for that, Matt. Well, Palouse Falls, another stunning natural waterfall that drops 200 feet here into a churning bowl. That water then goes into a winding path and into the gorge and then into the mighty Snake River. So in this week's Air 4 Adventure, let's give you a bird's eye view of another beautiful landmark here in Washington.
When I came out here, he says, well, there's one place you got to go. And so this is how we ended up right here. It's absolutely spectacular. You come around the corner and all of a sudden it's shocking because you see all this flat land and then there's the waterfall, and it's hard to decide which direction to look at. It's a very humbling experience being here. You know, part of it is not only the natural things, but to read that people were actually here 10, 12,000 years ago. And, you know, when you come to a place like this, you appreciate what we've been given, the legacy of this, and you just want to do everything you can to maintain and sustain it. No matter where you are or where you go, you know, this is just, many levels, just, I hate to use the word, it's trite, but it's awesome.
Certainly might be worth waiting a couple of weeks before trying to make the hike out there. Well, switching gears here tonight, in Arizona, 4 people are dead and a 5th is critically injured after a hot air balloon crashed early this morning. Eloy police said 13 people were in the balloon before the crash. 8 skydivers exited the gondola. Witnesses told officials the balloon went straight up and then down before impacting hard with the ground. 1 person pronounced dead at the scene, 3 others dying at the hospital. It's not known yet what caused this balloon to crash, but NTSB officials are saying that there was an unspecified problem with its envelope. Some sad news out of Iowa tonight. The Perry High School principal, hailed a hero for risking his life to protect his students during a shooting, has died tonight. Dan Marburger was critically injured during the January 4th attack. An 11-year-old middle school student also died, and 6 others were injured. Here again is ABC's Morgan Norwood.
Tonight, the hero Iowa High School principal Dan Marburger, who was shot while protecting his students during a school shooting 10 days ago, has died. Authorities say the Perry High School principal of 28 years throwing himself in harm's way, distracting the teen shooter just long enough for many students to escape the school's cafeteria. His daughter Elizabeth, writing on a GoFundMe page originally set up for his recovery, that her father fought hard and gave us 10 days that we will treasure forever. Marburger was one of 7 people shot when a 17-year-old went on a rampage, killing a 6th grader before taking his own life. 2 students are still recovering in the hospital. Tonight, the beloved high school principal remembered as a father of 5, grandfather, husband, and friend. This handwritten card delivered to his hospital room reading, "Not all heroes wear capes. Some are the school principal."
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Dear all-wheel drive, let's show the road what we've got. Snowy streets, we're coming for you. Icy grip, we're holding tight. Wintry mix, meh. Safety's the name of our game. Yours.
Toyota all-wheel drive sedans. Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Visit your local Toyota dealer to learn more. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Got that insurance claim check for you.
I gotta call Swap. We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
The 4-day holiday clearance is on now at Walker's.
Take advantage of special pricing on quality furniture throughout the store. Or say yes to no interest, no minimum purchase, and no money down financing.
Today through Monday at Walker's.
It's time to start the new year off right in a new Toyota from Findlay Downtown Toyota. The new 2024 models are available, which means you can get the best selection now with over 100 great choices. And pick the color and package options you like best and take delivery today. And if you're looking for a certified pre-owned vehicle, we've got over 3 blocks full of great choices. So if you need a safe, reliable winter ride, you can find it at Findlay.
3, 2, 1.
The new year is here, and that means it's time to jump into the gym and get those New Year's resolutions going to move more in 2024.
Let's go!
Lose some inches.
Drop a few pounds. Get stronger.
Whatever your goals are, Move Fitness has the staff, trainers, and facilities to get the job done. Plus, you can sign up now with no enrollment fee to be the best you can be and move more in 2024.
Over the years, your floor can take a beating. From those indoor soccer matches to late-night parties, it's important to choose a quality product that will last a lifetime and add elegance to your home. Nobody has a better selection at a better price than the hometown pros at Windsor Plywood.
It's time to shop. Shop for wood.
At Windsor Plywood, they will help you pick it out, give you great tips on how to install it, and even give you ideas for other upgrades. It's a one-stop shop that's got it all.
Windsor Plywood.
4 News Now is brought to you by Revival Wellness Clinic.
Well, it's been a pretty good week if you're a Washington State Cougar fan. First, you get to see your bitter rival lose in the national championship game. And then 3 days later, their head coach dips off to Alabama. And now your basketball team has the best win in the state of Washington so far this season. Now, the Cougs took down a top 10 Arizona team for the second straight season with their 73-70 win inside Beasley Coliseum last night. Transfer forward Isaac Jones led the team in scoring with 24 points. But once again, the star of the show, freshman guard Miles Rice. You know his story by now, coming back this season after beating cancer, and he has lived up to the hype and more. Last night scoring the game-sealing basket with under 30 seconds to go to cap off an 18-point performance. And his confidence, it's only growing from here.
He was mad at me at the end of the year. He just said, I don't feel appreciated. I was like, what are you talking about? You're trying to survive. It's like I show up at practice, I don't get enough reps. I'm like, you have, you've got Hodgkin's level. You're not, whatever. So he had never doubted himself. He never doubts himself. He'll make some mistakes, but he just he's persistent.
Like I said, it's always trusting your craft. At the end of the day, if I'm 0 for 5 from the free throw line and I got to make 2 to win the game, I'm going to believe I'm going to make the 2 to win the game no matter what.
Now, the Cougs still won't be ranked when the polls come out on Monday, but they can pick up a couple quality wins next weekend when they travel down to the Bay Area to take on Cal and Stanford. Now, the Washington State women were taking on UW in Seattle earlier this afternoon. In the first quarter, Huskies up by 10, but Eleonora Villa cuts into that lead with a triple right there. She finishes with a team-high 16 points. Start of the second, Cougs still on the comeback trail. Beyonce B gets the pass inside, finishes with the layup. Make it a 5-point game from there. After the break, Washington State able to take the lead, but Washington not backing down. Dahala Daniels knocks down the 3. Huskies within striking distance. Back come the Cougs, though, after a catch and shoot. There she is, the star of the show, Charlize Ledger-Walker, hits the 3, just 8 points on the day for her, but that one was a big one. In the fourth, Wazoo closing in on the win and moving in transition. Tara Wallach knocks it down from beyond the arc, makes it a 9-point game. Then with under 2 to play, they get the knockout blow. Ledger-Walker finds B in the paint. She finishes as Washington State avenges their loss from a month ago. They snap a 3-game losing streak. They're now going to return home to face off against Arizona State on Friday. Now, on the east side of the state, the Gonzaga women are enjoying one of their best starts in program history after improving to 16-2 on the year with an 85-67 win against San Diego. Now, while the game relatively close for about 3 quarters, that was never in doubt as the 16th-ranked Bulldogs used that high-powered offense to pull away. Forward Ivana Ejim scoring a game-high 25 points, and Kaylee Trong added 21 of her own. And now the path is clear for this team to run through the WCC schedule and potentially be hosting NCAA tournament games.
Still didn't really, it just felt like we just kept making one basket at a time, which is kind of what we're supposed to do anyway, right? But they're a really good defensive team. I think they've spent a lot of time working on defense.
Now, meanwhile, the Gonzaga men are headed in the opposite direction after suffering their 5th loss of the season already. This time it was a 77-76 stunner against Santa Clara on Thursday night. And there's a very real chance if they can't win the WCC tournament, they're going to be on the outside looking in of the NCAA tournament, which would snap a 25-year streak. Now, another streak that's going to be coming to an end tomorrow morning. We expect the Bulldogs to slip out of the AP Top 25 for the first time in 143 weeks. Certainly something that many did not see coming just a few weeks ago. 4 News Now, we'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Live with Kelly and Mark is entertainment's #1 talk show.
Weekdays at 9 and 3.
3, 2, 1.
The new year is here, and that means it's time to jump into the gym and get those New Year's resolutions going to move more in 2024.
Let's go!
Lose some inches.
Drop a few pounds. Get stronger.
Whatever your goals are, Move Fitness has the staff, trainers, and facilities to get the job done. Plus, you can sign up now with no enrollment fee to be the best you can be and move more in 2024.
Now through Monday, it's the National RV Show at the Convention Center downtown. January 11th through the 15th. Amazing RV discounts and manufacturer's reps are coming from across the country with incredible prices for the show only. Thanks on site with super low interest rates. And again featuring tiny homes in multiple models. Tons of vendors and free admission. There's prizes and giveaways, including a travel trailer giveaway. There's adult beverages, live band, and a scavenger hunt for the kids. It's the National RV Show at the Convention Center downtown, January 11th through the 15th.
I'm Chad Young from theeasyhomebuyer.com, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's easiest way to sell your house fast. If you have a few moments, I hope you'll give me the opportunity to make you an instant cash offer on your home. With theeasyhomebuyer.com, we will buy your house in as-is condition with no repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. To get your no-obligation cash offer, give us a call or visit us online at theeasyhomebuyer.com.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
Sorry about that car accident. Got that insurance claim check for you.
I gotta call Swap. I gotta call Swap.
Here you go.
That's it? I'm calling him.
You forgot your check.
Craig Swap & Associates is on your side. We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Toyota trains certified technicians. Is that important?
Well, you wouldn't hire just anyone to help you move, would you?
This shortcut saves 2 hours easy, clean,
dude! No, of course not.
Not again.
Toyota Service Centers. Keep your Toyota a Toyota.
All right, one last look at your forecast, and boy, things just not getting easier. It's been quite an interesting January, I'd say, so far. So we're almost out of this sub-zero bitter cold. I think all of our plumbing is going to thank us. I finally had a pipe freeze up at my house, so I feel your pain, everybody.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, so hopefully that'll hopefully thaw itself out here the next couple days.
Well, and hopefully we can replace the cold with some sledding, maybe on the South Hill or something like that,
I
right?
would like some legit. I haven't gotten any snow at my house.
It's coming. Matt says
It's
it's
coming.
coming. Oh, there we go. Time to brace. Get the toboggan out.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.